welcome to your 1/6 Galaxies review. As you can see today, I have another recent figure, Hot Toys 1:6 scale, Space Pirate Captain Harlock. Picked this guy up last week from Sideshow Collectibles. Really fast postage. Very glad I got it because I believe it's waitlisted now. So let's begin by having a look at the box. So we have the Space Pirate Captain Harlock. Captain Harlock with Throne of Arcadia. Yes, as you saw, this is the Throne version. The box for this figure is way bigger than the standard box, and it has a different image. It's not an exclusive or anything, it's just an extra version. As you can see, we've got the Hot Toys logo there, Movie Masterpiece series. On the top of the box we've got the Space Pirate Captain Harlock logo. In the back of the box we have the credits, the picture of him sitting on the throne. It's a very good pose there. It's the pose I'll probably be using with the throne and we get the barcode. The bottom of the box has that same same logo there. Then we have that on one side of the box, and just Captain Harlock with the chairs pattern on the others. Standard shoebox design. When you lift it off, there is that Captain Harlock, the skull logo, and it says that it's the Throne of Arcadia version. When you lift that off, you just have the two trays with all the accessories and everything. The throne is in the very bottom tray. So yeah, some simple box logoing. Time to get to Harlock himself. So here we have the figure himself. So you can see it's a pretty good cape span. They've made it look like the capes are torn at the bottom. The idea is that the character is 100 years old. If you don't know the background's character, he's fighting for the right to return to Earth. The story goes that there was a disaster, and the Gaia Corps, who are the government, I suppose, that are after him, they're pursuing him across the galaxy, I guess. Yeah, it's a good movie. You can pick the Blu-ray up. The Blu-ray comes with the 3D version, which is in Japanese, but the Blu-ray version comes with 2 discs, the 3D and the non-3D. The non-3D version is just a standard film with English dub, so that's how I watched it. It's a good movie. These boots here are like the new Hot Toys characters. You can see it's separate from the shoe is separate, so there's a lot of ankle pivoting there. He's got great articulation. The hands I've got on him at the moment are the hands for the throne. Not too sure if he comes with those hands if you get the regular release, but most of what you see here is what he comes with the regular. So yeah, the cape's not wide or anything, but you can pose it over his arm. It's quite good. You've got a pistol. Yeah, I'll kind of do the accessories as I go here, because a lot of them are already attached to the figure. The double belt. This is an accessory. It just clips over him. The cape is removable, but he can sit on the chair quite well with the cape on anyway. You get his rapier here as well. As you can see, it's got like a little trigger there. It's because the rapier actually doubles as a gun. You'll notice when I do the accessories that I'll show you why. So yeah, get the double belt. They're attached. You can't detach the two belts, so it actually warns you not to try it. And then you have the head sculpt. It's very, as you can see, there's a lot of detail. Looks exactly like the animated Captain Harlock we see this time around. The character himself is the licensing for Captain Harlock has been around for 60 years. This is the 60th anniversary movie. Yeah, I quite liked it. It's a great movie, or great animated movie. It's a good story. This is all like a leathery material, and you've got the red lining, which is like a felt. Yeah, it's really posable. It's really nice. Alright, bring you on to accessories. Alright, so we get you get Mr. Bird. There's no articulation to Mr. Bird, but as you can see, it's got pretty good detail. The eyes there. Yeah, he's got this little plastic rod thing. That's actually an accessory that you have to attach yourself. What happens is, if you don't have the throne, then for an extra display option, with the display stand, they give you that plastic. They give you that plastic pole. As you can see, it says Captain Harlock, or Space Pirate Captain Harlock, with the logo wing. So when you first build it, you take the cradle out, and this slides on top and just goes straight down. Then you just slide the pole through it, and what happens is you place the little. See if I can do it one-handed. Yeah, so that just slides into there. And then when we get Harlock, here he is on the display stand, and as you can see, the clear stand is hidden behind Harlock, and it now looks like Mr. Bird is resting on his shoulder. And I've also swapped out the hand from the chair hand for the one for holding the rapier. And you'll think the one for holding the rapier is, as you can see, it's kind of like a pistol hand. It's because, like I said, the rapier itself actually doubles as a gun, which you can only have the either the pistol or the rapier displayed at once. You can't have them both. As you can see, there's like a little trigger there. Nice detailing there. It's got the skull. It is plastic, but hey, it looks really good. You just kind of line the handle and the hand up like you would for a pistol. So yeah, as you can see, it's really long when he's got it drawn like that. So I'll pull out his other accessories and we'll take a look. Okay, so yeah, like I said, the cape is removable. These are the buttons that sort of allow it to remove. These are here in case you lose the ones that are currently connected to it. The instruction booklet tells you how to disassemble the cape and all that. I'm not going to, because I don't see a point. You get the spare pegs in case you break one. You get the relaxed hand. You get the other relaxed hand. And you kind of get these throne gesturing hands that make it look like he's tapping on the throne or something. I quite like these hands. I've got the other one displayed on him. Get the hand for holding the rapier. And you get the pistol hand. Like I said, there is a pistol. Yeah, so it does fit in the holster. It does fit in the holster really well. And then you go, as you can see, it is a long pistol. You can sort of clock it, I guess, if that's what you want to call that. Yeah, as you can see, it looks like a really old pistol. It's got no, it's not going to show up. It's not going to show up. It's too small. It's got little crosses there. Yeah, it's got like a little little crossbone symbol. That's what that yellow is. That you can sort of just there it is. So yeah, you can see that crossbone. It's got a long crossbone there. Yeah, it looks like a very old gun. Yeah. He does use it. He uses both the rapier gun and the pistol, so it makes sense to include them both. Now, like I said, I'm not too sure about the tapping hands, but everything else you've seen comes with this release. Now, what makes this version different, and it was, it's normally, I think it's a normally $170 difference, I roughly think. I used Sideshow reward points, so it was only a $120 difference. You do get the Throne of Arcadia from the ship. As you can see, it's very glossy. It's all plastic, but it's very high quality. It's very high quality plastic. So yeah, cushioning looks very nice. Get the shines on all the skulls. Yeah, it's a really tall throne. If I stand Harlock, and I said Harlock was a tall figure. You can see when he stands up, it's almost the same height as the throne, but the throne's still taller. It's a very good inclusion if you have the room to grab it. Like I said, these were waitlisted, and they came back with 20 more, and after those 20 more, it got waitlisted again. So, not 100% sure if Sideshow will get more, but yeah, it's very nice. And on the back of it, it's got grey detailing from the ship. So yeah, I'll place him in the chair, and we'll get to final comments. So as we can see, when he's sitting in the throne, there is a massive height difference. As you can see, I've sort of got him slanting over a bit. That's because I wanted room for Mr. Bird there, because I reckon it looks quite cool to have Mr. Bird on the throne with him. As he's there in the movie, he flies. You see him flying through the corridors a lot in the movie. So, and yeah, I've got the rapier in that hand, and he's resting it on the floor there. So that's probably the pose I'm gonna go with, simply because I like the throne so much. If I don't have the room, I'll probably just use the standard setup. But I think I've got a spot for him. So we'll see. Link to our Facebook page is in the description. We're always looking for new members. And if you're interested in our flashback reviews, I've got a poll running at the moment, where I'm going to review an older figure. I think at the moment it's a tie between the X-Files set and Blade. I have to check on the poll soon. So yeah, I do take requests of what you want to see reviewed. Yeah, like I said, I've just done this one because it was my most recent hot toy. Other than Thor, which is already up. So until next time, sail for freedom, and like us on Facebook.